What I'm about to share will challenge everything you thought you knew about Hollywood, faith, and the hidden forces shaping our world. If you feel a pull in your heart to stay, don't ignore it. Hi, my name is Christina, and for most of my life, I lived for the spotlight. As a 42-year-old entertainment journalist in Los Angeles, my career revolved around red carpets, exclusive parties, and rubbing shoulders with Hollywood's elite. But on the night of January 5th, 2024, my life changed forever. In ways I still struggle to put into words, I encountered someone beyond this world, and now I'm here to share a truth so powerful it's impossible to unsee. Stick with me. I promise this story is unlike anything you've heard before. Let me take you back to that night. The 82nd Golden Globes had just wrapped up, a dazzling evening filled with champagne, couture gowns, and biting humor. The kind of humor that crosses the line, mocking God, faith, and everything sacred. I didn't think twice about it. I'd grown numb to it all. After all, it was just entertainment, right? A few jokes, a little irreverence. What's the harm? But as I drove home, navigating the winding curves of Mulholland Drive, a strange unease settled over me. It was as if the laughter and applause from earlier in the night had left behind a dark residue. I remember glancing in my rearview mirror, and that's when it happened. Out of nowhere, I felt an intense pressure in my chest, a pain so sharp it took my breath away. My vision blurred, and my hands slipped from the steering wheel. My car veered off the road, crashing through a guardrail. Everything went black. What happened next defies logic, science, and everything I thought I knew about life and death. While paramedics later told me my heart had stopped for over 9 minutes, I experienced something far more vivid than reality itself. I had a near-death experience, but it was so much more than that. As my body lay lifeless, I found myself in a place of indescribable peace. A radiant light surrounded me, warm and inviting. And in that light stood a presence so powerful, so unmistakable, that every fiber of my being knew who it was. It was Jesus Christ. He didn't speak at first. He didn't have to. His gaze held everything: love, understanding, and a truth that pierced straight to my soul. For the first time in years, I felt seen, known, completely loved. Then he spoke. His voice was calm yet commanding, like a melody that resonated in my very spirit. "Christina," he said, "you've spent your life chasing the approval of the world, but I've been chasing you. Now, you must see what lies beneath the surface." What followed was unlike anything I could have imagined. Jesus took me on a journey, showing me the spiritual reality of Hollywood. First, we revisited the Golden Globes from earlier that night, but this time I saw it through spiritual eyes. Every mocking joke about God sent ripples of darkness through the room. Every cheer and laugh amplified that darkness, spreading it like wildfire. Jesus explained, "Words have power. When you mock what is holy, you invite what is unholy." Then, he showed me the unseen forces behind the entertainment industry. I saw demonic influences manipulating creativity, twisting it to glorify pride, greed, and rebellion against God. But I also saw glimpses of light, pockets of truth hidden within stories, music, and art. "Not all is lost," Jesus said. "Even here I'm working. My light shines in the darkest places." Next, Jesus showed me the natural world's response to humanity's rebellion. I witnessed wildfires raging through the hills, earthquakes shaking the ground, and floods consuming cities. "These aren't punishments," he said, "but consequences. The earth groans under the weight of sin, yet even in disaster, I call people back to me." I saw strangers helping each other during wildfires, communities coming together after earthquakes, and desperate prayers whispered in the midst of chaos. In every tragedy, there was an invitation to return to God. And then Jesus said something that shook me to my core. Hollywood has the power to shape the world's view of me. What it mocks, the world mocks. What it honors, the world honors. Imagine what could happen if this industry turned back to me. Finally, Jesus revealed how current events align with biblical prophecy. He showed me natural signs, increasing disasters, birth pains, as described in Matthew 24:8. Spiritual signs, a rise in false teachings alongside a global revival. Technological signs, innovations paving the way for systems described in Revelation. Societal signs, growing rebellion but also a hunger for truth. The time is short, he said, but my grace is still available to all who seek it. Share what you've seen, Christina. Tell them I am real, I am near, and I am waiting. When I woke up in the hospital, I was no longer the same person. My heart, once broken by the emptiness of chasing fame, was now filled with a peace I couldn't explain. I'm here to tell you, this isn't just my story, it's our story. None of us are too far gone. Hollywood isn't too far gone. Every mocking joke, every act of rebellion is an opportunity to turn back, to choose light over darkness, to choose truth over lies. If you've made it this far, ask yourself, why? Could it be that God is trying to get your attention? We're not promised tomorrow. Don't wait for your own near-death experience to take him seriously. If this message resonates with you, share it. Let's start a conversation that could change lives. And remember, no matter where you are or what you've done, God's love is waiting for you. So, what will you do with this moment?